Erik Ten Hag can't make the same selection mistake versus Arsenal. 17-year-old starlet must play instead, as Man United gain key advantage over Newcastle that could finally help them land Dan Ashworth. If there's still a Manchester United fan out there who is looking forward to watching their team play at the moment, then they are braver than most. The majority of supporters no doubt can't wait for this sorry season to end, but there are 4 games to go before that and they aren't getting much easier. Less than a week on from being humiliated 4-0 by Crystal Palace, Manchester United take on arch-rivals Arsenal on Sunday. If anything is going United's way, it's that the Gunners tend to struggle at Old Trafford, and the chance of derailing their chances of winning the title can serve as extra motivation. Of course, it would in turn hand the trophy to neighbours Manchester City, who would become the first team to win the Premier League 4 times in a row. Even in victory, Erik Ten Hag's side seems to lose at the moment, but if they have any hope of defeating the country's top team, then the manager cannot make the same selection mistake as he did against Palace. Erik Ten Hag must make a defensive change against Arsenal. The manager probably felt like he had no choice due to every other defender in his squad being injured, but against Palace, he started Casemiro and Johnny Evans together at centre-back. With a combined age of 68, it's hardly surprising that the pair proved to be slow, cumbersome, and ill-equipped to deal with an exciting and creative attack. The skill of Michael Olise and Eberechi combined with the rough-and-tumble Jean-Philippe Mateta proved too much to handle for United's makeshift centre-back pairing. The duo had a hand in all 4 goals and couldn't cope against a team down in 14th place. To start them again against Arsenal, who have scored 39 goals more than the Eagles, would be suicide. Harry Almas should start in defense instead. Ten Hag's options have not improved since the defeat. In fact, Luke Shaw has actually suffered a setback in his recovery. Evans, who wasn't even fully fit to face Palace, remains the only centre-back available, but he simply can't be partnered with Casemiro again against the likes of Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, and Martin Odegaard. The manager has called on the club's academy prospects to plug the gaps on his bench, and though most of them haven't been trusted to play yet, he has nothing left to lose at this point. Left-back Harry Amas has been earning rave reviews for his performances in the youth teams, and he should be the one to come into the starting X-side to allow Aaron Wan-Bissaka to move in at centre-back. It's far from ideal, but having the pace and tackling prowess of Wan-Bissaka in the middle is the best United can muster at present. It would obviously be a baptism of fire for Amas to make his debut at 17 in such a ramshackle side against one of the best wingers in the country, but sometimes there isn't a perfect moment, and needs must. There are other options for the left-back slot. Antony and Sofian Amrabat have played there in the past, but Ten Hag obviously doesn't fancy them in the position. Amas is a risky, wildcard option, but Ten Hag trying something new will at least be exciting and an admittance that things can't go on as they are. In other news, Man United gained key advantage over Newcastle that could finally help them land Dan Ashworth. Manchester United reportedly feel that they've gained an advantage over Newcastle in their bid to appoint Dan Ashworth amidst the Magpies' profit and sustainability rules concerns. Since Sir Jim Ratcliffe completed his partial 27.7% investment into United in February, all focus has been on implementing the right football structure to lead the club into its new era. As part of Ratcliffe's vision to have a best-in-class structure, Ashworth was identified as the perfect man to assume a maiden sporting director role at Old Trafford. Ashworth proceeded to inform Newcastle of his desire to join the Ineos Billionaires project, an act that angered the Tyneside outfit, who responded by placing him on immediate gardening leave. Newcastle are thought to want an unrealistic compensation package worth around $20 million to let their executive circumvent his notice period and start work at United immediately. On their part, Ineos have made it very clear they're not willing to fork out such an amount on non-playing personnel. Both clubs have since dug in their heels and have shown no signs whatsoever of compromising. This led to Ashworth taking Eddie Howe's side to arbitration in an effort to unlock the stalemate. A previous report covered by the People's Person relayed that the Red Devils will cover all the legal costs associated with the matter. It seemed very unlikely that Ashworth would be in place at Old Trafford before the summer window commences, but in a slight update provided by The Independent, it appears there may be some light at the end of the tunnel for United. The newspaper states that the standoff, having evolved from farcical to now resembling a game of chicken, might be resolved in the next few weeks. This is because Newcastle need the money they'd received from parting ways with Ashworth to ensure compliance with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. Newcastle are insistent on compensation of $25 million, which has completely stalled the move of the highly rated sporting director. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.